Hi, welcome to Make It Thursdays with Karen from tillycrafts.co.uk. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I made these two cards by blending the backgrounds and just stamping on them. Now the inspiration for these came from Tricia from Smithy's Crafty Creations. She sent me this card and I absolutely love it. And it's very similar to what I'm going to do. When Tricia made hers, she actually masked the back of this off to get the straight edge. I've tried to do a masking one, but I can't seem to get it right and it pulls the paper. But I really love this, so I'll show you what I did. So this one I did with the ornate style and the ornate thanks, and I used the daubers that we have to do this one to create the background and then stamped it on, and I've put a little bit of Wink Stella on. You probably can't see it on the camera, and I've used the stitch dies for it. And then this one I've used blending brushes to create the effect. I like them both. I do need to get some more daubers though, because I've just used one not so long ago and all the bits were coming off it. So for today's cards I'm going to use the blending brushes. So let's get started. So what we need, these are the stitched rectangles, and I've created a border. So for one of the cards, let me get this straight, right, that's the upright one. So for the upright one, what I need is this. I've used the biggest die and the next one, not the next one down, the one after that, to create this border. So that's going to be my border on the card, and then this bit is going to be the stamping layer, so that will go in there, mount it up, and that's how I've done this one. And that needs to go that way, so I need this card, right. We'll be out there in the end. So these are the ones, so exactly the same. That one's stuck in a little bit actually, so I just need to just trim it. Does that. I didn't check properly before I removed it from my big shot. There we go, just caught a little bit on the edge. So that's going to be my landscape card. And then for the portrait card, what I've done is I've cut the frame the same with these, but then I've used the next one down for the layer, because I actually want to do, when I stick on, that's the card, so when I actually put this on, I want to actually put it up on a frame to make a frame. So I wanted that a little bit bigger so it would go underneath, and I've got some splodges on there, but it's fine, I can use the back of it and I'll save that for another day. So these stitch rectangles are great, you get quite a few in a packet. I've just put my packet away, silly me. Right, so the stamp sets I'm going to use are, for the landscape one, I'm going to use the peony, the prize peony, and I'm going to use this big stamp, and I'm going to put a "So Sorry for Your Loss" on it. And then for the upright card, I'm going to use Forever Blossoms, the big blossom, and then All of Me Loves All of You. I really like that, but we'll do the stamping after. We're going to do the blending first. So I need this bit and this bit. Bob those out of the way for a moment. Get my piece of paper in. I've been trying to be good, keeping my my grid paper clean. Right, so for the peony, which is this one, I'm going to be using Smoky Slate, Petal Pink, Soft Sea Foam, Pool Party So Saffron. And then for the landscape, for the portrait one and the Forever Blossoms, I'm going to be using Granny Apple Green, Misty Moonlight, Magenta Madness, Daffodil Delight and Highland Heather. So we'll give those a go. And like I said, I'm going to be using these blending brushes today. So let's start. So I'm going to start with the Petal Pink, I think, at the bottom. Let's try this big one, see what it's like. You just need to rub it on, and then it's very subtle. I'm just going to do this in the corners. So you just build it up. I thought I'd do a subtle one and then a very bright one. So just blending that round. And that's where my flower's going to be. So I just thought it'd be nice like that. And then you just rub it off on there. You can do it on the chamois. I've done it on the chamois before now. And then I think we will have a bit of soft sea foam. Just tap it in gently and then go round. Very, very light colours. You probably can't see it that well, but I can see it building up slowly on there. I was going to do a bit of grey, but I just want to do a little bit at the bottom here. Around the edges. Now you can see that it's starting to build up. Just going to wipe that over my chamois. See the yellow a bit more, can't you? It's like a mottled effect, isn't it? Right. And then come in with the, oh, it's Pool Party. I meant to get Balmy Blue. What am I like? Soon fixed. Now we have Balmy Blue. Like that now. Just let that dry a minute. And then we'll come in with the bright colours. And this, I'll do it the same as I did that one in stripes. And let's see what happens with this. I'm going to turn it that way. So I'll come in with the Highland Heather. So you can build it up to however dark light you want it. I think this next one's going to be very bright because it's Magenta Madness. I'm going to you ready for this? That is really bright. Do love it though. It's very nice. I might go over it again with Highland Heather afterwards. I'll be no, well, I've Misty Moonlight next. I think I should have started off my page on my swirls, but like this, and then move along. But it doesn't matter. It is whatever you want it to be. It's building up nice, that now. We'll have a bit of yellow. Which one's this? Daffodil, I think, isn't it? Yeah, Daffodil Delight. It's looking good. And we'll finish off with the Granny Apple Green. Whoops. There we go. So that's one of them. And that's the other. Quite like those. Right, just need to get the memento. Oh, right, this one we'll do first, the peony one. Stamp up me stamp. And then I'm just going to stamp it in the corner like that. Oh, that's nice. Lovely stamp this. I've only just really started using it, and this is one that was on top of my list when I first wanted to get stuff, and I ended up not getting it. I really like that. That's lovely. And then with this one we've got So Sorry for Your Loss. I'll put it in the middle there. Can you see now the colours? That's good. I like that. Do like it. Right, now this one is the big one. So what I'm going to do is stamp this first so that I don't go over this. And I'm just going to stamp that at the top there. All of me loves all of you. How nice is that saying? And that will just go on nicely on there. And because it's a big stamp, I'm just going to stamp it up. Should have really done this on the Stamparatus. And then if it didn't stamp all, I could redo it, but it should be okay. Right, so I'm going to have it go in like that. Oh, very nice. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, let's put them together. Now, what I will have to do on these, because of the stitch framelets, I might cut the cards down a bit, but we'll have a look in a minute. Right, let's do the landscape one first. So that is basically just going to go in there like that, and the same with that. It's going to go in there. straightforward and simple. Done it again. Just have to. Let's give me glue a shake. Put the lid on because last time I didn't. It went everywhere. Yay. See, it's coming out now. There we go. Let's get this nicely lined up. Let's move that out of the way. Let's get that nicely lined up there. And then this one can go into. And then that'll just all slot in. That's nice. I keep saying that's nice. I really do like it. Right, and then I'm going to line it up that way, and then I'm going to chop my card down. I'm just going to wipe my hands. Just bear with me 1 minute. I've just got this bacterial wipe's good for this. It's always handy to have some hanging around when you're crafting. Right, so for this one, I'm going to glue this on first. This is the upright one, so again, make sure you've got a little border around. There we go. And let's line this up. So that wants to go about there, and then we'll have our frame over the top. Love this Tombow. It is really good. Just eyeball it and just make sure it's all level, which it is. And then for our frame, I have some strips. Let's grab them out. We have these strips which are great if you can get them off, that is. There we go. Let's pop it down. Great for doing these, and shaker cards these are good for, you know, for sealing in the acetate sheets. Probably being a bit generous here, but I like to make sure it sticks down. And maybe get it in the middle. I'll go right to the end. One more. There. Nicely done. Let's peel these off. There we go. And then just, whoops, I can't see because the camera's in the way. looks right. There we go. So you can see it's like a frame. So I need to cut these down. I've got my mini guillotine. And I've taken the guard off because I can't see with the guard on if you're trying to cut something with bobbles on. That should be fine. There we go. I'll put the final measurements of the card on my blog when I write my blog up for you all. Good, that mini guillotine. So you've got two different ones. You've got one with a frame that's put up and one with a frame and it's just inlaid flat on the card. What I am going to do is just get my Winker Stella. Love this Winker Stella. And I'm just going to go over the buds and the flowers. And it will pick up some of the ink, this, but it just makes it nice and glittery. Don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I'll lift it up in a minute and let you see it. Oops. One little bud down there, and then I shall just do the centre of these flowers. Oh, like that. There we go. So I don't know if you can see that in the camera glittering, but when you look at it you can see it and it's really nice on that one. So I hope you've enjoyed those today. I'll bring back in my originals. So that was the one we made with that one, but then I've just popped it up, and then yeah, this was some So Much Love. I don't know if I told you that, and that's my one. The reason that's on a label is because I messed it up when I stamped it on the card, so I thought, oh, put a label on top. So that's my other ones, and that was where my inspiration come from. So thank you, Tricia. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, and hope to see you again next Thursday. Have a nice weekend. Bye.